Please be seated. Friends, families, faculty, distinguished guests, I stand before you honored to welcome you to the commencement ceremony of my class, the class of 2016. Tonight is indeed a special night, a night which celebrates the accumulation of our path together as a class, a path which after tonight will begin to diverge like the branches of a tree, as individuals head off to their respective colleges and begin to shape themselves towards their unique life callings. Although the tide of life will inevitably carry us in different directions, we can tread these uncertain waters confidently, knowing that our roots have been firmly planted in these past 4 years, with precious memories, enduring friendships, and life lessons nurtured through the hands of our teachers, parents, and friends. As we begin to look ahead towards our future and take our first steps into adulthood, some of our parents and even some of my classmates may be anxious in anticipation of what the future will bring. However, I hold no fear for any of you, for I will forever remember my class as the bold freshman class who defied the seniors shouting, "Go home, freshmen," and gave it right back to them. I am certain you will tackle life with the same defiance and boldness, and I look forward to seeing your triumphs for the years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2016.
Good evening. How are you all? You're well. You look very well. As a matter of fact, I need to tell you that this is my 43rd graduation as an educator, and I have never experienced a more vibrant audience than this. So congratulations to you. It always makes for a much more entertaining evening when you're vibrant, so continue to be so. My name is Bob Goldberg. I've been the head of school here for 8 years. I know many of you, have had conversations with many of you, have tried to know as many of these fine folks over the 4 years they've been in the upper school. And if they have traveled to us from one of our own divisions, I know them even a bit better. I need to tell you that as the school year has come to an end, I'm called upon to make remarks at the moving up or moving on events, award ceremonies in all 3 divisions, lower, middle, and upper, end of year banquets, and most importantly, of course, senior commencement. There was so much going on this year for me, just professionally, just here at school, that I found myself incapable of getting started on the remarks that I eventually prepared for you this evening. It also seemed that I was waiting for my muse to arrive, you know, my inspiration. Well, at approximately 6:00 a.m., the early morning after our senior banquet this past Monday evening, my mobile phone pings, alerting me that my muse was knocking. Lo and behold, there it was, a very thoughtful narrative sent just to me by a senior dad present then and present here this evening. Present then at the annual awards program for senior students the evening before. The piece was titled, that he wrote, just to me, How Does One Describe Gratefulness? And I thought, oh my God, someone above has written me a theme. It spoke to the selflessness of teachers, their choice to enter a poorly paid profession, their dedication to others rather than to themselves, the hours of their labor that transcend any normal workday. The author was somehow cognizant, this dad, of the very early mornings and the very late nights dedicated to helping students achieve their goals. The faculty advisor to the far side, sitting behind me, the coaches in front of me, the chaperones, the dance, theater, and music directors, all the extra hours and effort that would normally be associated with higher salary, higher compensation, are donated enthusiastically to the expanded experience of their students. Katie Walsh, sitting somewhere here, Katie Walsh at baccalaureate on Wednesday evening was so apprised beyond her years to label this passion for the promotion of greatness in others as unquantifiable. Excellent word on the part of Katie Walsh. In a society, she said, that identifies success by the numbers of things, dollars, cars, square footage, boats, homes, Katie was searching for the word to apply to the most unselfish, altruistic, and self-sacrificing efforts of teachers. Katie, we didn't think it was possible, but you grew even more in the estimation of the faculty, reveling in your remarks that evening. Thank you, Katie. Tonight, we officially say farewell to 3 teachers who worked a lifetime in exchange for little more than the intrinsic reward of knowing that their work promoted a more enriched life for those who would benefit from their knowledge and wisdom. Would the following teachers please rise and stay standing? Mrs. Anita Spasoff, And there was light. Mr. John Buford. Would someone like to stand in his stead? And Dr. Alexander Nagy. A celebration, thank you very much. Thank you, Mrs. Spatzoff, for standing. A celebration will be held in their honor next Friday, a week from tonight, in the afternoon, quite frankly, with their admiring colleagues present to honor a career spent in the name of academic service. Now, we also bid farewell to Dr. Lada Bachem. If he would stand, please. Although this young gentleman is hardly retiring, he has spent the past 5 years with us contributing to the remarkable growth in program and reputation of our upper school. Now, we wish him every success as he assumes his new role, if you're not aware, as head of school at the Davidson School in North Carolina. Dr. Bachem, the very best to you, and thank you. I'm going to do a little trick at this point. I'm going to bid you farewell for a moment and step back so that the program can ensue, but you'll see that the trick is forthcoming. So thank you all for coming this evening and enjoying with us and celebrating with us the wonder of these children. Good evening. It has been my pleasure over the past 8 years since I've been at the Benjamin School to introduce to you the Salutatorian, rather, and the Valedictorian. Now, all over the country this evening and tomorrow and last week and next week, Salutatorians and Valedictorians will be approaching the podium and will be speaking in terms of their experiences at the school, and we will be looking at them knowing that these are, in fact, the very top students of any given senior class. Now, I know I'm a little biased. I know that I can suffer from being a little boastful about the Benjamin School, but I need to remind you that the Salutatorian and the Valedictorian who will be speaking to you this evening are not just salutatorians and valedictorians across the country graduating from the many high schools. They are two folks, two young people who are graduating at the very top of a very accomplished Benjamin School class of 2016. We need to look at them in reverence, because to be the salutatorian and the valedictorian of the class of 2016 at the Benjamin School is no small feat. I'm going to try not to pop up at the mic again for, let's say, an hour from now. So I'm going to ask you to invite up with applause one person and then another. So this will be a little tricky, and thank you, Dr. Bachem. I am first going to invite up our salutatorian, and I'm going to hand him this certificate, which will be a keepsake, I hope, for life, Mr. Dylan Lawrence Peters. Thank you.
Good evening, parents, family, friends, siblings, teachers, faculty, and classmates. Up until this past spring break, it never crossed my mind that I would succeed academically to the extent that I have. But my brain always seems to surprise me, and so it is with great honor and slight disbelief that I stand here tonight as a salutatorian for the class of 2016. My fellow graduates, over the past 4 years at the Benjamin School, we've learned more than you probably have considered. Mr. Ruggie has taught us how to take the derivative and integral of an expression. Mr. Harper has taught us about the turning point of the Revolutionary War, which I think was the Battle of Saratoga. History wasn't my strongest. Our Spanish, French, and Chinese teachers taught us Spanish, French, and Chinese. Mr. Fike Mr. Fike has taught us why science fiction novels are totally cool, and Mr. Gardner has taught us that if you want to drop a few pounds, all you really need to do is put your bathroom scale in an elevator and read your weight as you travel down to the lobby. I said earlier that we've learned more than you might think, because I know that most of you feel that a majority of you learned specific facts and dates, the equations and vocab have been forgotten over the years, and I would have to agree with that sentiment. Even I, at certain points during my 4 years, have been concerned with forgetting the knowledge I've learned. If I've only retained around half the information taught to me, does that mean that my parents have wasted half the tuition for me to go here? In my opinion, the experiences we've had, rather than the knowledge we've gained, is the true testament to our success at this school. It is the intangible yet invaluable experiences in the classroom and on the athletic field that will be ingrained in our memories forever. So while most of the class of 2016 does not remember the function of the endoplasmic reticulum from freshman biology, Ms. Saliga was sure to immortalize her main teaching points by turning them into catchy songs and forcing us to sing them every class. I'm sure that almost all my classmates can remember these songs because they were inextricably linked with a memorable experience. Although I never had the chance to meet Mr. Benjamin, I've always been told that he was the biggest advocate for student athletics. Only now do I fully understand why. When I first stepped on the football field, I was expecting Coach Ream to teach me the game of football. Don't get me wrong, he taught me well, but more importantly, he instilled in me and my teammates the values of discipline, honor, courage, respect, and perseverance in a way that cannot be taught in a desk in a classroom. I can remember thinking how Coach Ream dishonored the No Child Left Behind policy as my friends and I sprinted to his bus as he was pulling out of the parking lot, promptly at 3:15. But after this experience, I arrived early at the bus before every pregame meal. Mr. Benjamin knew that memories are made on the athletic field, at pregame dinners, and in the locker room, and saw it as an opportunity to educate his students in a lasting way. Looking forward, I want the class of 2016 to look backwards at times, to cherish the many memories we have collectively made at Benjamin. From homecoming week, it's hard to forget the poster of Ryan Frankel's face, as much as we might want to. From Chillin' and Grillin' week, it will be hard to forget Dean Ball's leap from the water slide, as much as we might want to. And of course, every sporting event, prom, and the like will be remembered. Looking forward, I want us to cherish these memories, but more importantly, I want us to create many, many more, so that when we graduate with our bachelor's degrees, master's, and PhDs, we will hopefully not only have gained knowledge, but also invaluable experiences, special bonds, and unforgettable memories. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I meant to do this in one fell swoop when I was up here before, if you remember, but this new plan actually gives me the honor, the very special honor of introducing to you the class of 2016 valedictorian, Miss Annalise Olivia Hillman.
What do you want? It's a question we don't often ask ourselves, yet it should be the question we ask the most. Oftentimes, someone tells us what we want. Maybe it's our parents saying we need to major in accounting over English, because otherwise we'll live penniless in the streets, peddling our angsty poetry from a cardboard box. Or it's our friends prodding us to get Kylie Jenner's lip kit. In fact, this year, we felt the pull of others' suggestions even more than usual during our college search, as we heard advice from everyone and their mother. It's possibly the only time of the year when random strangers in the Publix produce section think they know you well enough to suggest the perfect college for you. And naively, we're inclined to follow the advice of the lady pondering cilantro, the anonymous community of College Confidential, and those who have gone before us, no matter how poor their counsel is, because it is part of our human nature to defer to others' judgment, to surrender our independent thought to society's norms. This is, in essence, conformity. And we're pros at conforming. Take, for example, the hideous garments we've been wearing for the last 4 years, the uniforms. Yes, it says it all in the name, doesn't it? Why would anyone, given the choice, want to look uniform rather than unique? And who made the decision to give skirts awkward front and butt flaps? Like, that definitely improves it. For 14 years, I wore them to the point that I don't own real clothes. I cleaned out all my uniforms and was left with an empty closet. We wore the uniforms because the rules said so. But the rules were not the only factors that manipulated our lives. We changed so much more about ourselves for other reasons, for other people. The way we looked, spoke, acted, all to impress the people around us. We played it safe with Sperry's and pastel pants, Uggs and yoga pants because we were afraid of being voted off the island. Social psychologists call this awareness of others' opinions groupthink. Can it get any more Orwellian? And groupthink, despite its modern-sounding name, isn't a new idea. Mob mentality has been influencing individual behavior since the dawn of time, including early Rome. I mean, we say it every day, don't we? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. In American history, herd mentality has been pervasive as a vicious tool, a manipulator's ideal. In 1692, conformity, or the lack of it, aided in the murder of 20 women accused of witchcraft in Salem, Massachusetts. As our fantastic production of The Crucible nicely demonstrated, Salem's rigid societal confines were the perfect breeding ground for revenge and suspicion against those who chose not to conform. Anyone who did not go to church or know their commandments was vulnerable to the wild accusations. Today, conformity in America takes on a much more civilized mask. We're not burning people at the stake anymore, but perhaps figuratively crucifying them. We have intense pressure as teens to act like teens, and that comes with a proclivity for hasty judgment. People expect girls to wear white Converse shoes, spend most of our disposable income on Starbucks, update our Facebook profiles daily, and care about Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian's tangled love rectangle. Boys are expected to wear horrendous Adidas flip-flops and basketball shorts, even when not athletic in the slightest. Those who don't, we're supposed to mock, and those who choose not to mock them, we're supposed to mock as well. And I don't mean to speak in generalized terms. We've been taking the easy way out and letting ourselves be washed out to sea on a wave of subliminal messaging and social norms. I've seen us stand by when others need our help. I've seen us criticize people we don't even know on Twitter and Instagram simply because everyone else was doing it. I've seen us resist showing even the slightest enthusiasm for fear of seeming weird. These criticisms might seem harsh, but anyone who knows me knows that I am my own toughest critic. As my far side days have taught me, the only way to improve something is to identify the problem and address it. So now it's time for an intervention. We need to stop and reevaluate the motives behind our actions, and like The Notebook, at some point we have to be our own Ryan Goslings, look ourselves straight in the mirror and say, what do you want? What do you want? We might have to say this 10 times or more and sputter back at the less attractive version of Rachel McAdams in the mirror and say, it's not that simple. And Rachel was right. While it's all well and good to say, do what you want to, the scary part is that sometimes we don't know what we want. Separating ourselves from what is easy is a huge step. We haven't set our sights on a goal, and that makes forging our own path infinitely more difficult, if not impossible. How can we fight conformity without knowing our own identity? Most of us have no idea what we'll be doing in 10 years. Granted, a few have it all figured out. I'm sure that Grace will be a world-renowned veterinarian. Summer will have a New York Times bestseller. But the majority of us only have a vague notion, a word we like to throw around when asked for our intended major. Luckily, our next 4 years are solely devoted to answering that all-important question. And it will take some effort on our part. We'll still be hindered by the influence of others, the stereotypical expectations of teenagers, our professors' ideological leanings, our peers and their physical inability to make good choices. All of those will be siren songs calling us back to the fold. But all the while, We have to be trying new things, testing our limits, taking classes on weird topics that never occurred to us, like rapping as a method of self-expression, or the scientific realities of Harry Potter, which are actual classes, by the way, I looked those up. We will grow simply by getting the chance to ask questions, with the knowledge that asking questions and risking our public image is the only way to explore the people we hope to become. We should not sit in the back of the class and check Facebook like everyone else, when we could be engaging in new ideas and opportunities. We have a newfound freedom as college students to stretch, to push the boundaries, but the only way we'll be able to decide who we want to be or what we want to do with our lives will be through an exhilarating period of trial and error. Trying new things comes with risk. We aren't sure what others will think of us. But our actions should not be predicated on the wishes of the faceless mob. Ignore the mob, and all the risk will simply disappear. Our success is assured if we remember the words of author Bryant McGill. The supreme lesson of any education should be to think for yourself. Congratulations to the class of 2016.
Good evening, distinguished guests, members of the Board of Trustees, parents, family members, faculty, and especially members of the class of 2016. It's my distinct honor to be with you this evening. The final individual awards that we present each year prior to the presentation of diplomas are the two Founders' Cups. Mr. and Mrs. Benjamin had a particular vision when they founded our school over 50 years ago. Central to that vision was the hope that students who attended the school would grow both in wisdom and character. Each year, the faculty of the upper school selects one senior boy and one senior girl as the recipients of the Founders' Cups. The students selected for this honor are recognized by the faculty as students who exemplify the very best of what it means to be a member of the Benjamin School community. I know that you will all agree with me when I announce this year's honorees, that they do truly live the ideals that Mr. and Mrs. Benjamin held dear when they first started the school. This year's recipient of the Nancy Benjamin Founders Cup is Katie Walsh. This year's winner of the Marshall Benjamin Founders Cup is Andrew Whitmer. Now, the time you've all been waiting for, the presentation of the diplomas. Annalise Olivia Hillman. Dylan Lawrence Peters. Derek Henry Packer. Edward Gray Alsop. Rachel Kim Anzalone. Estelle Venus Arapaglo. Gabrielle Miriam Baxt. Charlotte Edmonston Barkdale. Alexis Adele Barker. Olivia Grace Ballou. Rachel Claire Burke. Julie Linda Bicknell. Niels Vigo Bjorklund. Kylie Michelle Borslow. Connor Robert Branham. Benjamin Wells Brayson. Katerina Sophia Brewer. Peter Liam Burt. Kieran Sean Casey. Adam Elliott Cass. Christopher Murray Chapin. Alexander Tyler Crescenzi. Vanessa Alejandra Delgado. Isabella Marie DeRosa. Amanda Rachel DiFilippo. Victoria Lee Daunton. Peyton Tyler Doran. Tristan Michael Doran. Matthew Joseph Elmeyer. Erica Karen Fanuzzi. Sophie Rose Fox. Ryan Thomas Frankel. Emily Keese Gay. George Ethan Georgiadis. Blake Chandler Henderson. Jacqueline Page Henderson. Nikki Hendy. Blake Colin Hendricks. Rachel Howell Higginbotham. Margot Lynn Hirsch. Lambert Dunning Johnson IV. Riley Morgan Johnston. Jake Daniel Joseph. Naomi Rebecca Caslow. Alexis Morgan Couchett. Charles Cheatham Kennerly. Madeline Lou Leibowitz. Max Joseph Lichtig. Alec Thomas Mahoney. Taylor Alexandra Mahoney. Logan Ross Manos. Lucas Andrew Martin. Sierra Alana McLaughlin. Kathleen Claudette Mora. Chandler Avery Morris. Aubrey Renee O'Brien. Colin Francis O'Hare. Chase Benjamin Oliver. Andrew John Packer. Blake Jenna Packer. Lindsay Hale Peckham. Shayna Lynn Pradetto. Christopher Genero Rasso. Sophia Scardino Ramez. Jonathan Morgan Ricketts. Shelby Nicole Rinker. Megan Elizabeth Rooney. Sloan Elizabeth Rosen. Harrison West Rudolph. Autumn Lynn Ryan. Sakshi Saxena. Summer Brooke Sherb. Fiona Jane Shore. Jared William Shapiro. Bernice Antoinette Shedd. Evan Samuel Siegel. Luke Marlon Silvers. Blair Victoria Slavin. Natalie Elizabeth Smith. John Charles Solomon III. Catherine Steele Sorey. Jordan Lane Spreckman. Gabriella Stephanie Springer. Julia Taylor St. Amand. Nicholas Frederick Sylvia. Logan Stephen Taplett. Michael Joshua Taylor. Trent Christian Taylor. Cameron Thompson II. Kathleen Mackenzie Walsh. Grace Marie Weir. Veronica Rose Weiss. Isaac Samuel Wendler. Allison Marie Wetterman. Carly Marie White. Tyler Gerald Wilkinson. Myasia Gabrielle Ramona Ralston. Andrew Thomas Whitmer. Ian Charles Whitmer. Enrique Eduardo Wolf. And William Cress McIntyre Zeringer.
Hello. Would you kindly move your tassels to the right? Really? With the power vested in me by the Benjamin School Board of Trustees, I now pronounce you members of the class of 2016.
F major. C.
When the sun breaks free